Failure is a word that sends shivers down the spine of many. But what if failure isn't your enemy? What if it's actually your greatest teacher? From Thomas Edison, who famously said he found 10,000 ways that wouldn't work, to Oprah Winfrey, who was told she'd never make it on television, failure has been the cornerstone of every major success story. So why do we avoid it? Why does it feel like the end of the road? When we experience failure, the brain's response is primal. It activates the amygdala, our fear center, triggering feelings of stress and shame. This is why failure feels so painful. But here's the kicker. Your brain is also wired to adapt. Neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to rewire itself, kicks in when we learn from mistakes. In simple terms, failure is like a workout for your brain. Each setback strengthens your ability to problem solve and adapt. The more you fail, the more resilient and innovative your brain becomes. But this only happens if you approach failure the right way. Let's talk about reframing failure. Psychologist Carol Dweck's research on growth mindset reveals that people who view failure as an opportunity to learn outperform those who see it as a reflection of their abilities. Think about your last failure. Did you reflect on what went wrong? Did you adjust your approach? Or did you let it define you? The choice to learn from failure is what separates growth from stagnation. J.K. Rowling, the author of Harry Potter, was rejected by 12 publishers before finally getting a yes. Michael Jordan didn't make his high school basketball team and famously said he's failed over and over in his life, which is why he succeeds. These stories prove that failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of the process. Failure also carries an emotional weight. It's normal to feel disappointment, embarrassment, or fear after a setback, but suppressing these emotions can hold you back. Instead, acknowledge them. Ask yourself why you're feeling this way and what you can do differently next time. Journaling is an excellent tool for this. Writing down your thoughts can turn chaos into clarity. Surround yourself with a support system, mentors, friends, or family members who encourage you to see failure as a stepping stone rather than a stumbling block. How can you start embracing failure instead of fearing it? First, redefine failure. Don't see it as the end, but as a lesson plan. Write down what it's teaching you. Second, practice self-compassion. Failure can sting, but don't let it spiral into self-doubt. Treat yourself with kindness. Third, set process goals instead of outcome goals. Focus on the actions you can control rather than the end result. Normalize failure in your daily life. Take on challenges that push you out of your comfort zone, even if you risk failing. Over time, this builds resilience and confidence. Failure isn't just about personal growth.
Research has shown that our brains are wired to focus on
Companies like SpaceX embrace a culture of experimentation and failure. Every rocket explosion brings them closer to perfecting their technology. Without failure, there's no progress. This mindset can be applied to your personal and professional life. View failure as an investment in your growth rather than a loss. Let's change the narrative. Failure isn't something to avoid. It's your best mentor, your most honest critic, and the ultimate test of your resilience. The next time you face a setback, don't ask, "Why me?" Ask, "What can I learn from this?" Remember, the road to success is paved with failures. Embrace them, learn from them, and use them as stepping stones to greatness.